I am Roland Johns. I am sim racing.
I'm Wes Fuller, driver the number 35, Stand Up to Cancer Forward. I am sim racing.
Hi, I'm Cameron Peterson. I am sim racing.
What's going on? It's Rob Biotti from 4iRacing, driver number 44 Toyota Camry, and I am sim racing.
Hello, I am Christopher Hamilton, and I am sim racing.
Hi, I'm Eric Andrews. I am sim racing.
We are sim racing.
Round number 9.
Yep.
Shay, welcome.
Go ahead.
I want to welcome everybody here to round number 9 of the iRacing short course here. Looks like we're back up in Reno, Nevada. Or I should say just outside of Reno. One of the longer tracks and with the most elevation changes we have. And looking forward to this. And let's see who's going to take this one here today. Looks like we got... Tonight's race hosts are Connor Berry and Bronson Chiramani. Of course, without this, we couldn't do this without our great sponsors like CBR Performance, AIM Data Systems, Sparco, Signature Propellers, It's Not Clean,
It's super clean,
Cannon Filters, of course, Lawrence Equipment, and Rigid Industries, and myself, Dave Arnold, joined alongside Randall Alvarez. Randall, looking forward to this tonight. We've had some great racing. We moved from the Crandon short course. Now we're back on the west side of the United States here at the Wild West Motorsports Park here. And this one always brings great racing, elevation changes, high speed, hairpin turns, off camber. It has it all.
Yep, and with the new updates, we might see some stuff happening on the track, and as we get to that, I'll explain it. But I believe it is time for invocation.
All right, we're going to go into our Racers for Christ. Our chaplain, Steve Hansen.
Hello, racers. This is Steve Hansen, chaplain with Racers for Christ. Just wanted to take a time to pray with you before your race. So please bow with me as we pray. Father, I know it may seem silly to pray before a race such as this, but it's a good reminder to us that regardless if we're putting our lives on the line or we're just having a good time, you want to be in constant communication with us. And in that spirit we pray today. And Father, I just ask that you would keep us, our families, our teammates, and our competitors safe during this time, that we would remain healthy while this virus spreads, that we would find security in times of economic uncertainty, and that our community would remain tight and grounded, even though we find ourselves in political turmoil in the community that surrounds us. So, Father, in all this, I just ask that we would find the health and security and the hope in our future, even though things seem uncertain at this time. So in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
And again, thanks to Steve, our Racers for Christ chaplain, once again. And I think it's time for the national anthem from Reno, Nevada, here at the Wild West Motorsports. Please remove your caps for the singing of the greatest song in the world. Are we good?
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Big thanks to Bonsa Cheramani for driving around the Stars and Bars car there during our national anthem. As he
He's
does the
taking it to
old
the
wall
wall.
ride.
Bronson, hold up. I got the side camera. Don't do that.
That'd be Adrian Cheney style.
Yeah. Oh, you guys
The
actually might
famous
have.
wall ride of Prim.
You got
Right over the top of Curly Duke.
might have just noticed his tire wobbling pretty heavily there. Give me 1 second as I make some quick adjustments. But what you're
And
going
you
to see
believe that's going to be the damage, correct?
exactly tonight. iRacing just pushed out a fresh new update, and this update actually includes a damage model for the trucks, which means they have parts that can fall off, fly off, possibly rip off, and whatever involves tearing parts off the truck. So any contact out there, since it's a new update, might actually be catastrophic. These guys need to be extremely careful. We saw a couple clips earlier today of guys posting, I believe it was their rear, what do you call it, the rear drivetrain completely dropping off. The shocks were being attached. So
Yeah, it's a linked rear end on these things, so you know the bars probably could have ripped off, and then we'll take the axle and the rear drivetrain.
yeah.
In real life, I've actually seen that happen.
Yeah, and so that's what happened. Like the rear drivetrain just completely dropped out, and it was loosey-goosey. So that might be something to watch out for. It did happen on rear contact, so the person that it happened to did get rolled over. But if you catch someone wrong on a jump, that might be what happens. So
You know, and you can see it right there. We're watching and just hit the K rail, flipped over on the side. Got to imagine there's going to be some damage there
yeah.
to the vehicle, and it looks like it is.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
like
there you go.
The left rear.
he just lost his shocks.
Yeah, I would say that's the problem. And, you know, whether people complain about it, it really just drives home when I talk about this being a true simulator.
Yeah, and that's what iRacing's always been striving for, is to produce something that's super realistic, to the point of like there is complete body damage. You know, you can break your shocks, you know, your arms or whatever's, you know, holding that thing together.
As in the arms, the A arms in the front of the car.
I was
not
going to
actual
say A arms, but I was like, wait, I have the wrong. I think it's the wrong term.
Well, you know what? Some of the steering wheels can be pretty violent.
Yeah. You can
But
see right there.
yeah, is that Roland Johns?
That was
there,
Roland
too?
Johns, yeah, and that was
Yeah.
just from a light contact on the wall and possibly putting.
Well,
Hey, he
when you
popped the
hit
tire.
concrete, it's not usually a light contact.
In iRacing, it was light contact.
Yeah, but in real life, it's a tough one, and that's why drivers strive to stay away from the K rails, or as they refer to them on the East Coast, Jersey Bay areas. So it's going to make for a very interesting night. Looks like we got George Lamosis out there in the 188.
And it looks like he just had the same thing happen to him. Let's cue over to him and see what's going on with his truck. Oh yeah, oh no, it's gonna be a rough night. Oh my gosh.
Man, that Hot Wheels is definitely tucked to the ground.
You know what? I've never seen such a great lowrider. Oh my gosh.
Quite interesting, I gotta say.
Yeah, and I think he actually got that off of that first jump, and that's something that we haven't seen too much is the amount of damage taken. Like from I believe it was our second season, the spring season. Zach Drapkin landed on his rear end and he still had to pit the car, but overall there wasn't too much damage. You might actually see. Yeah, your drivetrain. Yeah, you're gonna lose some parts.
Well, we're looking at Francisco Pieta right now as he starts to qualify. And it looks like so far, hey, it's great to see Trenton Briley back, first of all. I see him up there. Holden Heitritter with the quickest time so far. Mason Prater sitting in that third spot behind Briley. Zach Dropkin in fourth. Luke Knupp is fifth. And Ethan Ebert right behind him. And I know there's a points battle going on with all of these guys right now.
Yeah.
Prater, I do believe that was the points lead, if I remember right.
Yes, Prater has a points lead, but it's by just a hair. Right now it's a really tough battle, and we've actually been talking about the next track. I don't know if Connor wants me to drop it, so I'm going to keep it a little close to the chest, but I can drop a little bit of hint for race 10. It's not going to be on a dirt course. That's all I can say. So might have a little bit of a different driving style for a lot of these guys, and that's going to be a little bit of an upset, but it's going to see how diverse can these drivers be when they hit different courses.
Yeah, it's going to make for interesting. Very interesting. That's what I always love when they do the all-star races, and they do dirt, they do asphalt, and kind of mix it up a little bit. Different categories of racing.
Exactly. Nicholas Thought-Chat had a beautiful comment. He said, "Start playing Lowrider." If I had that queued up, I totally would.
Yeah, I believe if we play under only a few seconds of it, we don't have to pay royalties.
We can sing the rest.
Low rider, get a little lower. All right, Holden Heitritter still holding on to that top spot with Trenton Biley in second. Mason holding strong in third. Scott Kratkin right now in fourth. We're watching him out on the track. Really sending this machine.
Definitely going for points on showmanship right there.
Well, you got to wonder now, some of the drivers may be a little timid after even having contact with the wall. Will it affect the driving style?
No, he's just putting on a show right now. That was all art.
That's pretty. Actually, no one was around and he was racing by himself. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
But when you're gonna have 3 or 4 guys on either side of you going around, he's really trying to do a Kyle Duke style, back it in.
He's getting practice. Looks like he's got 5 seconds left on the clock before qualifying's up.
Oh, just lost him there. A little bit of a net code there.
Qualifying for the first heat, or qualifying's done, and the first heat is up.
All right. Well, you can see Darren Hardesty there.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of us are having internet issues tonight. I had to switch.
I'm looking at it's a little mottled right now on my side.
Yeah, I think.
Perfect now.
There we go. All right, let's catch these.
We're on the same node, so.
I know we are, but just for where I was trying to get to my streaming service, and my streaming service wasn't rebouncing it out. So I think they're probably having something that maybe the LA server's having an issue. Oh no, I gave away our location. Just kidding. But no, I think there's a couple possibly network issues going on. But
from an undisclosed bunker in Southern California under COVID lockdown.
All right. Look at this. Darren Hardesty up in front. Colton Burns in second. Ricky Johnson in third. Looks like
the drinking team's in the house.
Yep. I believe that is David Gasper right next to him in fourth. Let's actually drop their numbers for everyone to see that. I'll put that on for you guys. There we go.
All right. We got a little bit more data up there for the folks when we're going to be racing out of this heat race.
Yep.
Now, do we have what we are taking, top 2, top 3?
I believe it's the same thing we did last time, which was if we're taking 19, I believe it was top 2 because they swapped it up on us.
Okay. I'm liking to hear that.
Looks like Zach was listening to the stream. He just said showmanship's my middle name.
Yeah, you can see a little bit more problems. I don't know if it's affecting that on the broadcast. Chase Carr out there. Elias Hanna. Daniel Rampert. There's Franklin Monak. And then Michael Bertate. And, of course, Jay Kill.
All right, let's see some racing.
Let's see how Hot Sauce Hotspot Hardesty's internet.
And if we're having troubles, Hotspot's going to have a little bit of issue too.
Yeah.
No, it's been a rough one. Those high winds out there have been really taking down a lot of the guys out in more of the rural areas for the West Coast for California. So I know Connor had his internet down for a little small section of this week, and same thing with Mikey. But it looks like we're going green.
All right, here we go. Gary Lane's going to drive that pace truck around for him.
Fastest driver in the West.
Oh, yeah, he'll put a hurting on you.
All right, let's see who makes it out unscathed, because I think with this new update and these trucks, it's just going to come down to who's going to survive the brawl.
All right, looks like the pace truck's off the track there. Nice overhead shot as everybody goes green. A couple tail slappers coming there. High already contact. Oh, no.
Oof.
That was a rough one. That's going to show some damage.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like Johnson battling there with Burns. Johnson in the number 6. The red, white, blue drinking team there. Jasper holding strong up there. Johnson looking to the inside, trying to make a move.
Yeah, Johnson took quite a bit of beating after getting into Darren Hardesty there. And I'm definitely probably having some steering issues.
Now watching Colton Burns, and hopefully I think Colton Burns had a black cloud over him for a while, right?
I think he still does. So hopefully he's able to break away from that. Oh, whoa.
Whoa! Just as I say, I almost gave him the announcer's curse.
Yeah, Gasper sending it in for a slide job.
Wow, that's called getting doored. You throw a door on him?
Colton's going to get back at him.
Yep, right,
Get him with the rear quarter panel.
Go a little tit for tat, they say.
Hey, man, if you're going to drive like that, it doesn't hurt to push back a little bit.
Yeah. And surprisingly enough, no damage, so that was good. It was literally side-to-side contact.
Yeah, that's the one thing I would agree with you on. I'd be really, really worried about rear damage, just because if you hit those tires, I'm pretty sure it's going to break that drivetrain.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little damage to the right front fender there of Johnson, but doesn't seem to be affecting the car. Ooh, skimming that K-rail. And it looks like Gasper kind of blew that turn a little up too high.
Chase car with a nice opening and takes it.
Yeah, beautiful move. You're right.
Gasper sent it. Chase is like, I'll take it. Don't mind me. That just shows that Gasper's having a little bit of issue with his racing line. If he's sending it too deep on that lap, then he's definitely just going a little too hot into those corners and needs to hold up just a tad bit.
Yeah, you do have brakes, or you downshift, or
pitch it
unless
sooner.
you're in automatic mode. Yeah, exactly. Well, if you pitch it sooner, it's going to send it up even deeper into the turn. Car hanging strong in third. Colton Burns up in that second spot there. Johnson still in command in front.
And we are on the comp caution. These guys are going to pace it out for one lap and go green on the front straight.
I believe Ricky raced this weekend, but a more race, if I'm remembering right.
All right, looks like Jake Hill's in the pits. Same thing with Retain. Still in the pits. Hardesty's back out. And it looks, like he's on the lead lap too. That's good.
Yep, that's good to see. Yeah, Ricky Johnson got second out there racing this weekend. Very cool.
Here we go. I forgot. Does Ricky drive UTVs or the Pro 2s? I forgot what he drives.
It's a trophy truck.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, no golf carts on steroids for him. You know, maybe when they pre-run. but yeah, the Pro 2s and Pro 4s don't race in the desert.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking of something else.
Yeah, they're a little hard for those. Not designed for it. But Johnson out in the front still. Burns. It looks like Burns and Carr battling door to door.
So to answer your question about why there is a mid-race caution, the reason we do that is to pack up the field, and also if anyone has a bad run in the first lap, they have a chance to come back at it. Just to answer some of the comments in the YouTube chat.
Well, one of the reasons it originally came around, it was for television. What they started wanting to do is they wanted to group it back up and, you know, keep the racing action tight. You know, once a guy or someone starts to run away, kind of gets a little boring. But when they tighten it back up, you know, it changes quite a bit too. You know, get everybody up battling. Makes for a great race. You know, there's always a little strategy that goes into it also. Always was and always will be.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, for the mid-race caution, it can sometimes be really a godsend for a lot of drivers, and it allows for, like you said, really good action. So
yeah, and a lot of these drivers, you know, they're taking contend, you know, they may be back a little bit and they didn't push it as much, trying to save their tires. Sometimes, you know, the track dries out and their tires are grooved more to a drier track, so as the track comes to them, they get a little bit faster. Where a guy is driving the track a little bit more aggressive, the tires can go away when the track gets, you know, a little bit drier. You know, they were set for slicker conditions.
Exactly. And point someone out.
Yeah.
Look at this, Darren Hartsey moving from 8th to 5th. 1 lap to go. Can he get some more traction out on the track?
I don't know. That's a lot of dirt to be made up, but he's definitely want to keep on in the LCQ.
Oh, Colin catches the wall.
Oh! I haven't seen any damage to the front end so much as dramatic as we've seen to the rear.
Yeah, I haven't.
Some of these cars were.
We'll find out as the racing goes on if that's going to really play into effect. But look at that, Colton Burns not letting Chase Carr get away from him, just keeping his nose pretty much attached to that other truck.
Well, I was watching him. Basically, he's working him inside, outside, outside, inside, really trying to change it. Now he goes to the inside. It's going to push him a little wide there. Carr checks up, dives back to the inside. Ooh, not going to be enough time, though.
Nope. And there we go. Ricky Johnson and Colton Burns should be moving on into the next event for the future.
Oh, Chase giving a little love tap there. Sends Burns into the wall. Yeah, it looks like the rubber side down there. So it's going to be Ricky Johnson, Colton Burns going to the dance. Everybody else is going to have to fight it out in the LCQ.
Hopefully,
with the rest, whoever's going to find out in Heat 2.
Hopefully Colton's able to redeem himself this race. I have a soft spot for him right now. I want to see.
Oh, I do too.
I want to see him get back, like for sure have a podium.
He's been so close, but even when he did have it, there was an issue and got him back a position. So it's going to be interesting.
All right, here we go.
Speaking about how Ricky Johnson raced this weekend, also Ashton Perfect, who's out here.
Yeah.
He raced with his dad and his sister, and they ended up winning their class.
Yeah, I know Zach Drapkin was out there supporting him. I think Reese Newer was out there too. I saw a couple pictures of them out there. That's super awesome.
Yeah, all these kids that have raced together and hung out the regionals and the nationals, and they race together in iRacing. It's really great to see the camaraderie and the friendship that they've all built. And that's one of the greatest things about racing and period. You get a lot of great and lifelong friends out of it.
Yep.
And you can see it's carried into the iRacing, with the little alliances and teams going on.
Yeah. A lot of that going on.
All right, we got Roland Johns, we got Brock Dickerson out there, Reese Newer, you mentioned, Ethan Groom, Chaden Zane Minder, then Ashton Perfect. By the way, just had a birthday again. Happy belated birthday wishes, happy birthday again there, Ashton. Arbola, you got Ellis out there, Lamosis, Gonzalez, Danbury.
Hey, Dave, I'm going to shoot you the season points so you can have a look at that. We can talk about that too while we're in between, because I know they're gonna have their warm up. We can.
Where are you gonna shoot those to me at?
Directly over Discord. You'll have that. And sending it now.
I'm in Discord watching the stream.
Oh, you're right. Let me. I'll talk about it. I have the information. We can talk about it.
That's just I can back you up on that.
There you go.
All right, look at Ashton Perfect there, the Elite Sports, Bradley Ellis. Luis Arambula, George Lamosis, Dallas Gonzalez, and Caden Danbury. Roland Johns.
It's good to see him back.
Yeah, it's awesome. He's really a good racer. Brock Dickerson, great to see Brock hanging in there.
Brock's been having a good run. He's been making the feature. We just need to see him get up to the podium.
You can see there's so much talent. In real life, these guys are all always in a podium position, and Brock's just been, killing in the desert. He was a really fast and short course, but oh man, all these other kids are just as good too.
Yeah, that's the hard part is, Roland Johns took a couple, or I think 2 seasons off, and he comes back and, second season he was doing, podiums and top 5, and now comes back. He's in the heats. He's got to work his way up there. These kids got so fast. Like you're talking, they're shaving seconds off every week, finding different lines, different ways to attack the track. It was amazing.
Well, definitely, I agree with you on that. And with the quarantine going on in school, of course, I'm sure a lot of time spent on these simulators.
Hurt to do your homework while also turning some laps.
I've talked to a lot of the parents, and they're like, thank God for iRacing when everything happened, the quarantine and all that. Says, otherwise they're outside getting in trouble. Really couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Idle hands.
All right, just waiting on. There we go. Time for the pace.
And get Leadfoot there, Gary Lane. This is going to be a good race. There's a lot of talent up there. And we're under green flag conditions. Here we go. John throws it down. Round 2. Whoa! Little help there. Reese Newer gets a little bump from the rear. And we saw a little bit of a stack up, a couple people having some issues in the back of the pack. Johns gets out clean, Newer in tow. Oh, look at that, Newer looking to the inside, and I'm not sure what happened to him.
Sorry about that. Swapped cameras real fast.
Yeah, it looks like Reese Newer right out of the box, you know, already trying to duke it out there with Roland Johns. On board, you can see how tight he's taking it around there. Very cool graphic on the front of his car. Love that. Looking back at the rest of the pack, boy, these two are really starting to separate. Dickerson kind of by his lonesome. Back in third.
Yeah, between Reese and Roland Johns, those guys have been doing so much to improve over the season. Reese moving his way up from, you know, being backpack of the heats to now making the feature almost every race, as long as he, you know, doesn't get any damage.
Yeah, well, one thing about that, thinking about the damage, you know, keep that pace up, try to keep the contact down, and you're definitely going to qualify.
Another driver that we got to keep an eye on, though, is, I believe, Ethan Groom. He's had a pretty good run, too. We've seen him make his way up there.
Groom, a very talented young driver.
Yeah, he's had plenty of races up in the feature event, and finds usually himself, you know, easily top one, top two for these heats.
Yeah, most definitely. Ashton Perfect, he's been seeing a lot of mains lately too.
Yes, he has.
We need to see a little bit more out of George Lamosis. I mean, a very talented young driver out in the short course and the desert. And struggling a little bit here in the iRacing.
Yeah, he's usually getting caught up in a lot of contact, and that's really, I think, what's ruining his lines. We've seen him before out on the track. There's some of the faster times for the heats.
Yeah, it's quick.
And it's just yeah, he just gets chewed up in the meat grinder. So you got to be careful with that. And there we go. Comp caution out. These guys are going to stack or re-rack and stack or restack.
Re-rack and restack.
Yeah, there you go. Man.
So
I'll get it eventually.
Straight with rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers.
It's the tongue twisters, man. They always get me.
The rain in Spain falls mainly in the plains.
She shows at the she show. All right.
I have no idea what you just said.
Exactly. That's because I have to not say it to at least get the rhythm out properly.
Shelley sells seashells down by the seashore.
Yeah. All right, Roland Johns up in front. Reese Newer behind him. Brock Dickerson in tow.
I can just picture Reese going with a bump going, hey, remember me? Oh, these guys, here we go. And we are... Ooh, we're not getting a green yet?
I think they're waiting till they cross the line.
There we go.
Technically, the restart would be on Roland Johns, so...
Yep. Oh, John's out doing it. Oh, Dickerson.
No.
Lots of contact back there. Johns and Newer escaped the carnage.
Yeah, Dickerson trying to get back on the track.
Dickerson actually did a... Oh, there was another hard one there.
That was no brakes.
Yeah, it was mashed and perfect, I think. Yeah, it looks like Ethan Groom up in that third spot. Chaden's Minder. Then you got Ashton Perfect, Caden Danbury. Dickerson really got shuffled back. He got slammed hard on the rear.
Yeah, Dickerson still trying to fight out there, but he's definitely fallen behind quite a bit.
Great shot as they fly overhead across that stripe. I think John's just found a little bit quicker line through that first turn there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Better watch out, he's mixing it up here. Stays a little higher. Newer right on his right rear quarter panel.
Yeah, he was kind of riding that cushion just to get that pretty much shoot through the shoot on the exit, but if Reese was able to rotate just that corner a little bit faster, I think he would have gotten in front of him. It's just one of those catch-22s where you can kind of ride it a little bit faster and you're not going to slow down through the corner, but at the same time, if the guy can get their body in front of you, there's no way you're going to get around him.
You see that finger that they go over as it sticks out there, and it really can unsettle the truck there. And see Newer getting really unsettled. They're able to, compose himself. John, see, there's that line. John's really has got it down. Now, Newer is very quick through here. Now, the question is, can he make it stick? And a little closer this time.
Yeah, no, I think Roland's found that little breath of fresh air to get ahead of these guys.
Well, it's pretty much his track to drive right now. Newer has got to find a way around him, but he's now got to get back up on his pocket.
Ooh, Roland with a rough entry.
Yeah, it's like a finger that sticks out there. It's in real life, too, and if you hit it wrong, it really unsettles that truck and just, can send you flying. And the worst thing is a lot of the guys, when they get unsettled and then a tire bites, I've seen guys roll down that hill a few times.
Yeah, you're 100% correct on that. It's one of those things where, we want to see them grab their inside of the tires on that inside of the turn on the berm, but like you said, they hit that bump wrong. You go for a roll sometimes.
Yeah. A little bit fuzzy on the internet connection here, but everything seems to be solid on board here with Roland Johns, our leader.
As he gets ready to cross the line. Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely going to the dance here, and looks like Reese Newer will join him. Everybody else going to have to battle it out, the LCQ.
I think George Lamosas just hit that perfectly.
Was
that? No, that was Ethan Groom.
Yeah, it was Groom.
I'm going to have to clip that. Should we get that on a replay?
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
All right, we're going to roll that back.
I wonder when they figured that out.
Oh, that's awesome.
He pulled it off.
Oh, my gosh. All right, let's go back live.
It's doing the Chenny. Do we have a new replay sponsor there that I see?
No, that's just a quick scene change. It's built into the software. I actually got to swap out the logos for that.
Gotcha.
I usually use my caution report as the scene change, and then I don't worry about it. But for that, that's the software, the SDK Gaming. And then also for anyone out there that has noticed that some of these guys have their pictures, if you go and create an account via SDK Gaming, and you don't need to download it, you just need to create an account. You can upload a picture and all your information, and it will actually post all the driver information to my software when I'm doing a broadcast. So if you have sponsors or a team that you race for, it can say what your team is or what your main sponsor is, and have a picture of you up there too. So for anyone out there that noticed, Zach Drapkin, Connor Berry, Luke Knupp, I think even Darren Harsey has one. We can go through and I can point it out. Let's see.
Nope, no Harsey. You should just get a package of Del Taco hot sauce.
Yeah, I should tell him to put up that.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we are doing the B main.
Ooh.
And we're on. Awesome.
That's 18 cars going to battle out for how many positions here in the B main?
Should
AKA the LQ?
Should be 2 or 3. We'll see who they take, because they didn't take Dickerson or
Nope.
Chase, and they were sitting in third.
Yep. So they took 12 out of the main or 10?
Either they're going to take more out of the B main or they took 12.
Oh, contact. Dickerson just gets rolled again.
Gasper does it again, man. He pushes his nose in there. Ooh, that looks bad back there.
Yeah, it looks like a shoehorn came out on that one.
Yeah.
Ooh. So it's car out front, Hardesty, Ramper, Groom, Gasper, Mender. Bullock gets by Mender. Carl with a good run up.
Oh, getting a nose from Darren to push him out of the corner.
The old desert let me by bump. You know, it's really been used as, like desert, I always say, but it's a great intimidation. You know, you tapping the guy, uh-oh, what do we got going on? Am I seeing
I
something
don't
going on?
know if
Caution?
they are calling a comp caution for the 4 laps or if they're actually re-racking it because of the amount of carnage they had in the back of the pack.
Yeah, it was. I forgot it's only 4 laps, but we don't throw a comp caution on a 4-lapper.
We don't, so it might be for a restack because of the carnage. It looks like Brock Dickerson's coming out to the track, so it's probably a re-rack. Oh, there we go. That's why. We had a flipped car out there.
Okie dokie. That was Caden Danbury, I believe,
Yeah,
27.
Danbury. Yep, Danbury is upside down. That's probably a red flag then.
Alrighty then. So, we're going to get a total restart on this one, or are we just going to go with how it's liked up, it looks like?
I think we're going to go with how it is.
We're green. Once again here, the LCQ, a.k.a. the B main. Chase car out front, Darren Hardesty. It was trying to make a move there. Looks like somebody ducked off into the pits quickly. And it was Ashton. It was perfect, the number 9.
Yep.
So there we go. It's a battle between Hardesty and the Ultra Motorsports and the Car 1 back machine of Chase Carr. Oh!
Whoa!
Beautiful recovery by Chase Carr.
Yeah.
Look at that. Hardesty's got Groom up in his grill.
Wrong time to lock the brakes.
Yeah. White flag, 1 lap to go. Carl Hardesty, Groom, Bittner, Rampart, Obua, Amoniak. Carl with a little bit of breathing room after that incident up there. Very lucky. Groom battling with Hardesty. Groom in the Method Race Wheels machine there. Here they come, the run for the checkered flag. Chase Carr, Darren Hardesty, Ethan Groom.
Oh, Groom stuffs the nose on the jump.
Very cool. Bender right behind him, Arabua, Moniak, Rampart, Dickerson. And
all right, let's see who they take into the feature. With that being said, let's talk about the points for the season.
yes, I can tell you I know the Mason Prater's out front, but not by much.
All right, so here we go. Mason Prater is in first with 396 points. Holden Heitritter is in second with 379. Zach Drapkin, 378. He is on his tail. And then looks like Luke Knupp with 339, Ethan Ebert with 320, Oliver Golding with 280, Colton Burns with 241, Keen Swain 227, and then that's everyone else. I don't know if they'll be able to make up that much. In the
This is the closest we've had for the top 5 drivers.
It is. It really is. So this is going to be pretty interesting to see how it plays out for a lot of these drivers.
Yes, most definitely. And looks like they're coming around, do their little warm-up here. 5 minutes.
With that being said, let's go ahead and thank our sponsors one more time for tonight.
Of course, that'd be CBR Performance, AIM Data Systems, Sparco, and all their great safety equipment and sim equipment, signature propellers. It's not clean.
It's super clean.
And of course, K&N Performance Filters, Lawrence Equipment, and Rigid Industries, lighting up the night. Of course, I can introduce myself again, Dave Arnold. Joined via the internet, Randall Alvarez.
Thank you, Dave.
iRacing short course, my friend.
Oh, yeah. And for our broadcast sponsors, can't forget Critical Hit Bachelors, bringing in those awesome caution reports, reeling in that carnage, and for and also Southern California's Nautilus Media Systems, keeping my internet nice and smooth and the network running clean.
And your house automated.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love those automated shades. Ooh,
you got the little clap on, clap off, the clapper.
The clapper. Sorry, I'm not using 1980s technology. Oh, the clapper.
What I like is I can come and go, Alexa, set the thermostat to 78 degrees. Alexa.
That is a nice one.
Yeah, I do love that. Alexa, turn on my office lights.
Yeah, I believe the software that we work with also joins with Alexa, so all your home automation works with it too. So it's pretty fun. There's just so much stuff you can do. It's amazing. My favorite is screen matrixing. So if you have a large screen, but you want to watch, a couple baseball games or football, baseball, and something else going on throughout the day, we can get that all matrixed onto one screen.
So you can have like 15 channels, like picture and picture and picture and picture.
Yeah.
And picture.
Yeah.
And picture.
And picture and picture. Yeah. That's a lot of fun.
That's like a security screen that they would have all the cameras. You watch all the broadcasts from around the world.
I do that. One of the clients that I programmed, their office, they had, 6 screens with 6 different DirecTV feeds that they want to be able to merge, unmerge, and have do different things. So like there's 9 different ways of, or 9 different ways? No. We did 6 different ways of formatting the screen. So you could have like 2 on the left, 1 big one giant screen, all 6 separated, or rotate it to the right. So big one on the left, 2 on the right, or like just multiple patterns of how you want the screens to orient, what sizes you want on them and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun.
Is that for the ultimate ADD person?
Yeah. Well, a lot of them are they're like huge sports fans, so they like to watch multiple games, and I think they run a couple like in office leagues, so they're all competing against each other.
They're all gamblers.
Yeah.
This is called what it is. Well, I'm watching some craziness going on during the warm-up. Just about 30, actually 25 seconds, 24, 23 to go here and practice before we get them lined up there. Running around this iconic Reno Wild West Motorsports track.
Ooh.
Oh,
looks like that looked like a little bit of a net code there. He got clipped into him.
And he got tied up. See that?
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah, I gotta say, I haven't seen any major damage really showing up on the heat races or even during the qualifying. So let's see. Good shot there, Trenton Barley, as he disappears.
All
Some
right.
slight issues there.
Ooh, look at that lineup. I'll put up the grid for everyone real fast.
I'll tell you what, the old saying, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Oh, yeah. That is a mean lineup. Zach Drapkin, Mason Prater, Trenton Briley, and Holden Highrider. And then right behind them, Luke Knupp and Ethan Ebert. Those two have been battling it out with everyone for so long and have been so dominating on iRacing Short Course that
What about Watson, Swain, Petta, Golding,
Yeah.
Johnson, and Johns?
I'm a little scared for these guys. That's a mean field. Let's
Yeah,
roll through them.
That's deep in talent.
All right, starting off with up in pole position, Zach Drapkin, the number 56. Then we have Mason Prater running in the number 50. Beautiful cherry tree.
Cherry blossoms.
The Arizona iced tea.
Yeah, I love that General Tire sticker on there.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Good to see him back. Trenton Briley running in the number 17. Approved memory, 92 designs. Holden Heitritter, AIM Data Systems. Looks like he's racing for Elite Esports and Justice Bros. In the 512.
Then we got Luke Knapp there in the Ultra Motorsports, Rigid Industries, Sparco, Super Clean, and of course the big number one, that aka the champ, Luke Knapp. Ethan Ebert in the 57, Ebert Racing. And it looks like he's got signature propellers, Super Clean, CBR, Rigid, AIM. And then we're going to go over to Oliver Golding there, the OG racing machine. Raceline wheels, Sparco, rugged radios. Looking good in the black and red wrecking machine. And then Elliot Watson. It's almost like the shreddy graphics there.
I love this one. This one's cool.
It's like the throwback to the 90s. Love it. General Tire.
Yep.
And looks like we got Francisco Pieda and the Chapo Motorsports as an FRC and then iRacing. Then next to him is going to be Keaton Swain and the Rocket Racing setups. Keaton Swain Racing.
There we go.
Ricky Johnson, the drinking team. Yeah, buddy. And then Roland Johns there. Roland Johns got John's design and photo there. Follow him on Instagram there, obviously. Got where are we at here? You got these.
Chase Carr, the number 13. Running in that Car 1 fabrication, Elite Esports. Then we have Reese Newer running in that Sparco paint scheme. America. Eagle breaking through.
America.
I love it. Then we have Darren Hardesty, Ultra Motorsports, Rigid, Sparco, the number 99. Ethan Groom in the 611, Razor Factory Racing, Polaris, Tension Tire. Jaden Zane Minder in the self-made training facility, like that. Car 1 fabrication on the back too. AP Media, 515. And bringing up the rear, it's going to be Lewis in the 260.
Or would that be Luis?
Oh, you're right. It would be Luis. Beautiful.
Mexico, my friend. Mi amigo. King Shocks on there. Toyo tires. Bar design lights.
This is going to be a good feature. I can feel it.
Oh, it's going to be on, I'll tell you. The Battle Royale.
Oh, man. Just everyone up there. That is... Whew.
Rumble in the Sierra Nevadas.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm just saying Drapkin, Prater, Briley, Heitritter, Knapp, Ebert, Golding, Watson, Pieta, Swain, Johnson, Johns, Burns, Newer, Carr, Hardesty, Groom, Minder, and Arambula.
It's Johnson and Johns. Sorry, I thought that was funny.
Well, it's, believe me, as many times as I've seen, will the real Ricky Johnson please stand up? Please stand up. There's a bunch of Rickies out there. And when 3 Ricky Johnsons race together, that's the easiest one for me. Hey, look, it's Ricky Johnson. No, it's Ricky Johnson. No, it's Ricky Johnson.
You have Johnson, Ricky Johnson, and RJ. That's how you split them up.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Johnson. And we are green, green, green. Dropkin up the inside. Prater. Here comes Briley. Oh! Was that Golding there with a punt?
Yeah, Golden coming in just a little too much heat, and they just dropped out Luke's rear end. Oh, man. Oh!
Prater just nailed. Lots of carnage there. Johnson, Golding, tied up at the wrong. Oh, there's going to be some serious damage going on.
100%. That is not good. Look at that. Zach Drapkin and Trent Briley with plenty of room to breathe. Holton Highrider and Ethan Eberts trying to catch up to these guys. Oh my gosh. What is going on with these guys? Come on.
Yeah, this is a little crazy carnage going on.
Yeah, a little too much of a send on lap 1, guys. Come on.
To finish first, you first must finish.
Yes, especially with these new damage models. You can't be pushing people around like that. It's going to affect their race and your race way more, and probably will have more drastic consequences than you're going to want to have out on the track, especially for the future. If you completely take someone out before you hit someone, it pushed them around and possibly rolled them, but this time you can completely start taking parts off their truck. So,
for as many years I've been involved with racing, is one of the things is other people and drivers will respect you more if you drive it clean. You don't have to win to earn respect.
Exactly.
That's all I got to say. But it's Drapkin who's looking for the respect out in first place. Briley trying to take that respect away from him.
You know, honestly, Drapkin and Briley have been teammates before, and these guys have raced pretty hard side by side, so I could definitely see them driving really clean against each other.
Trenton, also a former trophy car kid and super light racer, UTV racer. Holton Highrider, awesome job by him there in the 5-1-2 hold on through it. And you mentioned Ethan Ebert earlier in the broadcast, and of course, right up there, Ebert sitting fourth. Take a look on board with Ethan. Ethan and Luke always had that rivalry going on, the teammates, because, you know, pretty much it was those two guys battling for the top position. And how it's changed now with Prater, Highrider, and Drapkin now.
Yeah. And
but Ebert still in the shot.
Yeah, never count them out, especially for short course. These guys are brutal out on the track.
Yeah, I agree. And don't discount them. Which has to go by the Lucas Oil Racing TV, MAV TV, and the Geico turn.
Oh no.
Ooh. Now they're able to, really nice recovery.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Look how fast that turn was, too.
Yeah, that was, like you said, an amazing recovery. That was a whoopsie if I ever heard one. He just shot out and he's like, I gotta make it back.
But it also set him up nicely as he came all the way. Nice that he didn't shoot into the K-rail.
Yeah.
They really set him up nice for that turn. Valley trying to stay in that blue groove there, looking for the traction, but it looks like Drapkin's finding it out there and getting in that fluff, the marbles, we like to say sometimes. Finding it. Ooh, Valley had to get on the binders there.
Yeah. Gave him a tidbit of a tap. Just a quick hello. Get ready to get past. But you know, one thing we've seen, I've seen with Trenton before, and I really hope he doesn't do this, and he drives really close to those rails.
Yeah.
And
It's
makes him
before.
Yeah, it makes him super fast and a lethal weapon out on the track, but it sometimes bites him back. And so hopefully he's learned a little bit. Just keep, you know, a little bit more of a distance, but still don't lose that aggression out on the track that he has.
Yeah, that's a bummer seeing Elliott Watson out. Must have been for that first turn on the start.
Yep. Ooh, look at the battle between Heitritter and Eberts. Nice crossover coming up.
Ebert with a nice tight turn around that K-rail. Gonna have to be careful on that one. Did Briley just hit that with a front?
Yep.
Looks like kind of a,
Yeah, he caught the rail.
yeah. I think you called that earlier.
I told you and honestly it's that turn too. It's turn 3 that always bites him in the butt.
Yeah, he really tries to stick that nose and scrape the bumper paint off.
But he's probably one of the fastest drivers I've seen take that turn too, and it has to do with the fact that he's that aggressive on that corner. But you know, for every little second gained, there's, you know, sometimes it bites you back. But look at this, Mason Prater finding his way up there. He had a really bad mix-up in that startup, and now he's driving his way back up to the front, sitting in 5th, and possibly at a shot for 3rd and 4th.
Well, of course, we're coming up on that halfway point here and looking at quite a few talented drivers that are deep in the field right there. You know, Newer, Swain, Knapp, Carr, way back there. Dropkin and Biley, and Heitritter. Here we go. Comp caution comes up. We're going to re-rack, restart. And Prater all the way up to 5th. And I believe we've seen him do this a few times.
Yeah, he'll drive himself into the top 3 from being in this 5th position.
Yep. So you called that? Is that your prediction?
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I think he's gonna be someone that you want to keep an eye on, especially if these guys are gonna be battling it out. With this restack, oof, he's in a good spot to be, because we've seen Holden and Ethan go at it. I don't think they'll be able to hold him off.
Well, I'm not going to count my chickens till they hatch, so we'll see. But I know Prater, you know, and you got Hardesty right behind him, Ebert, Heitritter, Biley, Dropkin. It's going to be battle with all these guys. And how about Francisco Pieta, you know, holding strong back there. And then Colton Burns. Roland Johns, you know, having another tough one too. You know, it's shocking for a guy that's been so much a front runner. What just happened there?
Oh man!
There's a rear end missing on that truck.
I believe. Who was
low,
that?
Ride or get a little lower.
Who? Someone was getting their laps back. Was that Swain? Yep. Swain landed on someone and ouch.
Dropped his rear end out.
Yep. You can't, even though you're trying to get laps back, you got to be careful of all the other drivers out on the track. You can't be doing stuff like that.
Did he get a wave around? And that's where
I think he got a wave around, but he just flew through the jump expecting people not to be there, and he landed on someone. So he could have ruined his race and another driver's race in that one instant.
Surprise, surprise. All right, we'll go ahead and get them all wrapped up behind Kerry Lane and his pace truck.
Yep, lights are off, which means we're going to be going green this lap around.
Yeah, we should see that truck duck off the track.
So far, a great battle up front.
And I see some drivers trying to come up and tag the back of the field there. So Zach Dropkin currently out front. Trenton Biley, not too shabby with a little bit of absence there. Back up in second. Holden Heitritter. Ethan Ebert, Mason Prater, and Darren Hardesty. Frisco Pieta. Burns, Johnson, Johns, Bender, Abera, Newer, Cadet, Golding as we go. Ooh. Was that a green or is that just, they don't do the green again for this?
It's on the truck. It's fine.
I just saw someone get punted.
Yep. Ooh, a little bit of a bump there from Trent Briley as Holden looks to the inside.
And a little contact there as they get a little tied up there. Pieta. It looks like Bula, they clipped that wall. Pieta able to get by clean. But Bender able to make the pass on him now. Running up the hill.
Look at that. Turn 4, a battle between Trenton Briley and Holden Heitritter. Can Holden have the faster line? Oh, no. I don't think so.
Yeah, he got a little unsettled there, and looks like Briley able to hold on tight.
But look at this, a drag race, and I think Ethan Ebert wants to get in that battle too.
Look at this, pitching it sideways, trying to back it in there early. Briley, as Ebert looks up the inside, look who's right on the pocket of Ebert. That's Mason Prater.
Oh, Trenton just turns it too soon.
Oh, yeah, I knew. Trying to push the C, though. He's always quick here, turn 3 if it doesn't bite him.
Yeah, he's just not in the preferred line right now. Man, he just sent that turn in too soon for turn 2. That was a bummer.
Yeah, but he will look up the inside here because here comes Ethan Ebert. And it's going to be a drag race down the hill here. Prater trying to get into the mix there also. Man, look at this. Dropkin, Heitritter, Briley, Ebert, and Prater, the top 5. Oh, beautiful turn, though. I got to say, they get a great job through their turn 1 there.
I feel like we're going to see a 4 wide. Like, these guys are so close together. I'm expecting them to have a 4 wide drag race down the uphill section.
Yeah, it looks like Ebert, dragged on that K-rail just a little bit. Briley and Heitritter, this battle is not over.
No
Look
way.
at this.
And you know what's funny is both those drivers know how to battle out so well. They're giving little pushes here and there, but nothing too crazy. And then even the mistakes they make, look at that. Trent Briley recovering from it so cleanly.
That's the second time we've seen him recover from a big mistake.
Yeah, like that easily could have lost 2 positions on that holdup and just gets back on the track and keeps it clean.
Ebert and Prater switching back there as they battle for 4th. Prater to the inside of Ebert. Ebert right on the bumper there. So Prater now into 4th. Briley still trying to get a second slot back there, but Heitritter definitely in protection mode. Man, you have to hit that little bump there just right. See some drivers down deep in the field that have been going into the pits and in and out of the pits. It's been a rough one for sure, Randall.
Yeah, it has for a lot of the drivers in the meat grinder, but look at this. I still can't get over this battle between Trenton and Holden. We've seen Trenton try and take 2 different lines now these past 2 laps, trying to get around Holden, looking for just a small mistake or an error in his driving style.
Yeah, definitely. And he's been very smooth there. Ritter looking good. Fast to exit speed off the hill. I like to say off the turnstile. Oh, Briley! A nice slide to the inside. High Raider will have the inside going into turn 2.
And is High Raider going to overshoot it? No, he's going to stick to his guns.
And he's going to push Briley wide. Try and take that line to the inside. There it is. Took it away. But look at Zach Dropkin saying, see you later, boys. You just battle out behind me.
Did you just see that? Mason Prater set up a line to pass Trenton when he was battling out with High Raider.
And that's what happened. You're focused, battling with one position. Oh! All three of them got bad and settled there.
Yeah, it looks like just a little bit of an accident there. Got unsettled and grabbed his rear end and almost turned him, but luckily they were able to straighten it out pretty fast. I think we're going to have a very close battle for third.
I think so. And I think the gloves are going to come off here with only 4 laps to go. Looking at some of the times, Dropkin right now.
Whoa.
Quick time with a 50.5401.
Yeah, half a second faster. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of amazed right there. And you can see he's running away with it. Ebert getting a bad bounce again. Briley gets some breathing room from him, but look at High Raider. He took a big, deep breath. Here we go. Let's see. High Raider gets on the brakes. Briley comes close there. Ebert and Mason with a little bit of contact. Good shot there. Really can see how tight it is through here. And how the track's starting to blue groove out. And that's with a lot of traction right there. You can see Prater trying to stay in the quick line. It really gets you into it when you have that driver's perspective there, Randall.
Yeah, it really does. And it's... there's no description behind... for being behind even some of these sim racing wheels of how the truck handles and what you really see out there. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, especially when they get that 3 monitor, a big curve monitor, gives you that wide perspective, and you know, it's really cool to watch. If you're not driving.
Yeah. But it's honestly, it's really amazing how far we've come in technology to be able to simulate these trucks to such a detail, and to have, 3 monitors set up where you're literally almost like perfectly like having, I think it's a 180-degree view of your whole truck. Oh no!
Oh, Briley recovers nicely, but look at this though. High Raider gets by, Prater gets by, Ebert gets by. And only 1 lap to go. They're on lap 21 of 22.
Yep. Ethan looking a little bit faster out there. Oh, Trenton getting clipped.
Yeah, did he give us a little help there?
Yeah, he got clipped by one of the lap traffic. That was I believe Luis.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
It was either Luis or Francisco that clipped him.
And Ebert and Prater going at it. Look at this. Prater has the line. Here we go. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go. Prater and Ebert battling back there for the last spot on the podium. Dropkin saying, where do the rest of you boys go?
Yeah, Dropkin's gone. Just wanted to jump over to him real fast. Look at that.
Does he have his parade lap already?
I think so. Dropkin's come a long way since the first 2 seasons of iRacing Short Course. Having to battle it out, and now look at him leading the pack with a dominating run.
Well, look at him now, because the checkered flag comes out and says, look at me now, boys. El Jefe.
Exactly. All right.
Prater holds on to it. Woo! Now, how's this going to be with the close between Prater had the points lead, Height Raiders now second, and then Drapkin got the win?
That might... Height Raider might be... No, so I got to ask how many points they dish out, but that might put Drapkin up to first.
50, 48.
I think so. Yeah, that puts them on the bubble. If Mason takes third...
Are they giving up qualifying points too? Top qualifiers?
I don't know. We'll have to talk to Connor. Maybe we can get some information before we close out this stream and find out what exactly happens.
Normally in qualifying, you get points for qualifying. First gets 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's up to 5th place there. Drapkin celebrating. Look at that. No damage to him as he took a hard hit. Looks like they net coded right in time.
Yeah.
The only thing it's missing is when they scan this, my podium's not there. You just noticed that. And yeah, I say my podium because that was mine for many, 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 many years.
All right, let's get these guys up into the booth. Look at that. Drapkin already waiting to get pulled up. He's ready to go.
Ebert almost said in the smoke.
All right, let's post those results.
Other than the first lap with the carnage, I think pretty decent racing going on.
I think so too. That those front 6 guys really did their best. It was tough. Looks like a lot of these guys are having some discussions with the admins. I don't know if they're trying to weigh something out real fast. Okay, looks like we're holding on the podium. We have some discussion going on about that contact, I believe, with Trenton Briley and Holden Heitritter, where Trenton got pretty much turned completely. So that was 2 laps to go, I believe. So definitely something big out there. Let's go ahead and I'm for sure we can pull Zach. So let me get Zach in here, and I'm just going to confirm this with the admins.
Yeah, Zach was so out far out front.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about him.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Let me just get confirmation from the admin real fast. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and pull up our first place finisher. That's going to be Zach Drapkin. Let's get him in the booth.
Well, Zach Drapkin, from the bridesmaid to the bride, I got to say, Zach, incredible. We were talking earlier in the broadcast about how you struggled the first couple seasons. Now a contender.
Oh, yeah, that race was gnarly. Actually, that whole entire night was gnarly. From qualifying, I was helping my buddies get to the main. We got Reese in the main. We got David didn't make the main. Almost made the main. And then we got Cheating in the main. What a race. I'm just excited for that.
And talk about this race there because, you seem to lately really excel at Reno. I don't know where you found your magic.
Well, I got to say, it's been a long time coming to finally got the dub here. We did it last season, the last race of the year, and we just did it again. That whole race was, I just was going. The whole thing was just run. That's all we got to do. I had David in my ear, David Gasper, the whole race in my ear. Be smooth, be clean, go fast. You got 20 car lengths, 30 car lengths on the restart. He was all over it. God, I can't say anything better than this. That was such a great race.
Now, of course, I don't know if you saw in your rearview mirror back there, or David may have told you, lots of carnage. The first on the start, first turn, craziness.
Yeah, I saw the start, actually. It was pretty gnarly. I'm glad I had the rearview mirror. going for me, and I had David because he just told me, just drive, don't look back. These guys are going over the wall. It looked like it was gnarly. It looked like a Crandon turn 1 in the LCQ.
Well, I know. That's funny. Well, Trenton Bradley was definitely on you, basically, first part of the race. Unfortunately, got a little turned around there. I'm not sure what happened. I'll let the guys with the higher pay grade than me make that decision. But when that happened, pretty much you just started walking away with this one.
Yeah, I knew that having Trenton behind me was a good thing. The guy always ran me clean. We were teammates last season, and we always have respect for each other. So me and him battling, I always knew I can trust him going into my corner and not sending me over the wall. So I felt a little more comfortable. So to the start of the race, we were able to check out and just go for it. And that really helped me get my confidence up, knowing that I could lead the laps and get the race done.
Well, very cool. And I know you probably got some people to thank, some sponsors that help you out, and of course your team.
Oh yeah, it's always about the sponsors and the team. Without them, I wouldn't be here. These guys literally walked me through everything. My team, Braden and David, they work their butts off every single day of the week. We always work for the best. Hopefully next season we can get all 3 of us on the podium. That's the biggest goal here. I'm just the one that's taking the spoils at the moment, but next season we're coming for a top 3.
Oh, very awesome. And of course the sponsors, which are just, some great people. I've met a lot of your sponsors in real life, and it's a pretty awesome team.
Yeah, all my sponsors: Signature Repellers, Hill Marine, Redline Oil, Lawrence Equipment, FabTech, April and Dave Winter, CBR, the whole announcer team. 1 second, I gotta mute Connor. He's talking in the game chat. Hold up. All right, sorry about that, you guys. He was just talking and he's talking. So Timmy at Sign Pros for wrapping my actual buggy. Big O Tires, McDowell and Tempe, and the whole Grinder team. They're always backing me with the buggy. 92 Designs for my Pro 4. Sparko, iRacing short course, Rigid, AIM, Deadline Moves Media, 92 Designs, already said that. And really, I got to thank Braden and David. David was actually the one that was on my ear this whole race. Braden actually had to take a night off, so having David there and being able to walk me through was everything. So I couldn't have had a better night for a night. We went wire to wire. What did I say last week? It's not a sweep until we do it next week. We did it this week, and I'm so pumped ready to do it again.
Yeah.
There you go, man. Great job out there. That was beautiful.
Thank you, guys.
Zach Tropkin taking the top honors.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second place finisher for tonight, by decision, I believe, or by finish, it's going to be Holden Heitritter.
Hey, what's up?
Dude, that was an insane battle. Both you and Trenton went back and forth a little bit. I don't think any of the contact between you guys was on purpose. From it just looked like you guys would take a shot, and then maybe the truck would get a little bit unsettled and you'd clip each other. But other than that, very clean battling out for most of the race. It was awesome.
Yeah, me and Trenton for sure had amazing battles. Like, we would hit each other a little bit, but nothing was intentional. Nothing was really dirty. And then Ethan and Mason started coming towards the end, so we really had to push.
Yeah, definitely. That was the scary part. We saw them kind of working their way up to you guys as you're battling. It's like one of those things where, like, kind of like, can we settle our battle and just get away from them first? Because they are extremely fast.
Yeah.
Well, man, looking at a second place right now, you're doing pretty good in the points. Do you think you're going to be able to finish it off with either a first place or second place when we come back to round 10?
Yeah, I'll just hope to either get second or first or just top 3, because last year I was close to a top 5, but sadly I had to miss a round. So hopefully I can finish off in top 3.
I think with the points, go ahead, Dave.
I was just going to say, I think your goal is to stay in front of Zach and Mason.
Yeah, I need to stay in front of them so I can stay in front of them in points.
Yes.
Well, man, great job out there. I know you have some sponsors and people you want to thank.
Yeah, I want to thank AIM, PRP, Justice Brothers, Elite Esports, CBR, and 92 Designs.
Perfect, man. Great job out there, man. I can't wait to see you race round 10.
Thank
awesome
you.
race. Awesome race, Holden.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just waiting on the oh, nope, we got approved for that. Let me go ahead and pull him in. It's going to be Mason Prater.
All right, here we go. Mason Prater, third place overall. Definitely a hard fought. We were talking, Mason. You were deep, middle of the pack there, fighting your way up. All of a sudden, I look up. Mason's the fifth. Randall goes, you watch. He'll be battling for that third spot before you know it. Well, sure enough.
Yeah, coming through lap one, we started on the outside front row, so we had a pretty good starting spot, and we were trying to get through that first few turns clean, and unfortunately, I was involved in one of the wrecks in turn two, and I got hit after I thought I was clean on the outside, and then I got hit by a few guys who had gotten hit themselves, so just a chain reaction. Then I fell to mid-pack, so I just had to put my head down, keep on going, and just keep it all smart and didn't lose my cool. And I knew with this new update how the rear ends can get knocked out, so that was like my main worry. And as soon as I got going again, I realized the rear end wasn't knocked out. I knew there was still hope for the race.
Well, let's talk about the battle between you and Ethan Ebert. It was really on, and of course, you seeing Trenton Biley and Holden Heitritter up there, and Zach was already pretty much just running away with it. But those three guys were really your main, battle there.
Yeah, after kind of just working my way up and at midway, I knew I was going to have to work with them and my teammates. And me and Ethan, we both had a fair amount of damage, so I knew that he was going to struggle some places where I was going to be good at, and then he was going to be better at me than some places. Like I had a little bit of motor damage, so I was going to lose a little bit on them straightaways. But in the corners, he had a little bit of wheel damage, so I knew I could get a little bit of a gap there. But running with him, he ran me really clean. I'm really happy with it. We had a battle come down to the last corner, so I mean I'm happy with him. Ethan. He just ran really clean, and so did Holden. Holden and Trenton were up there battling. I was trying to catch him. They were just both really fast. And Zach, hats off to him. I mean, he was gone the whole entire race, got out front, ran away, never looked back. He was really fast.
Yeah, very good. I got to say, an impressive drive tonight for sure, getting on the podium. And, this points battle is going to, I think, run all the way to the end of the season, with you and Holden and Zach and Ethan.
Yeah, I mean, me and Holden were coming down to the wire. I mean, last season it was a little bit of a bigger gap coming in this final round, but this year I think we got about a 13 or 14 point lead. So it's a little bit of a more comfortable gap. But I mean, I know if I make one mistake and I fall out of the side of that top 10, he's gonna pounce on it. So I just got to keep my cool, play it smart, and just get through this next week, especially with that track change.
And of course, without the great sponsors that you have, none of this would be possible.
Yep, I want to thank Elite Esports and the whole entire team for helping me out. Bill Stein, General Tire, PPG, and everybody else, thank you.
There he is. Good job there, Mason Prater. Wrapping up third place, trying to hold on to that points lead. A little bit of breathing room, but Mason, going around 10, it's going to be on.
Yep, let's hope I can hold on to it. One more week.
Good job out there, man. That was an awesome race.
Thank you. Stressful, but
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, when I saw Holden move up into the second, I was all the way back in fifth. I was just thinking points. Like I really got to get up there because he's gonna have a really good points day. He qualified first, so he pulled some points on me there, and I just knew I had to get up there with him.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the calculator was already calculating in your head, I'm sure.
Yeah, I calculated for the past 2 weeks. That's just all. That's what I've been thinking about the whole time. So.
Oh man, awesome job though, Mason. I gotta say, way to hang in there, and we'll see you next week. Trying to hold on to it.
You got it, buddy. Man.
Well, congratulations again to Zach Dropkin, taking this win here. Holden Heitritter wrapping up second, and Mason Prater fighting his way up to the final spot on the podium to hold on to that lead. I want to thank again Connor Berry, Bronson Chiramani, and of course our great sponsors like CBR, AIM, Sparco, Signature Propellers, Super Clean, K&N, Lawrence Equipment, Rigid Industries, and of course, without our broadcast sponsors, Randall, that keep everyone's internet going real well. And of course, you want to reel in those big bass, you got your other guy.
That's correct. Critical Hit Bass Lures and Southern California's Nautilus Media Systems. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a great day at the dirt, and it's time to close out the session. Dave, with your famous words.
We'll see you next week on the Virtual Dirt.